I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work? Killing thousands of...
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. 0 day. It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my God.
Explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused.
Today at 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec. Terrorist responses failed force. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
Londoners, as Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment.
News outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of a few...
reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts simply any other story.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colours. It's terrifying to think we harbour
harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard. Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly? Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament. Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want to keep us scared. Harness us with mind control. Suck every last ounce of usefulness out of us, and even in death they'll sell off our bodies.
And what do you suggest we do, Crypto King?
Go underground. Deep enough, no electric signal can get you. It's the only way.
Well, thank you to all of our callers today, and thank you for tuning in and scouting for the truth along with me. Next week, Buccaneer Radio will be diving into the Albion Corporation. Just who are these men and women being paid lucrative amounts for the city's defense? Are they protecting us? Protecting London? Or someone else's interests? See you next week, fellow pirates. Claire Waters, out.
Is worse than I thought. Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board. Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Okay, sure.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Sure. Yes. Anything you want. This is amazing.
Why would any self-respecting conspiracy go to the bottom? Spend billions and billions of lies and extortions, and for what? To have a laugh at the world's stoners? Rubbish. Needless to say, I left after one. I saw this bloody great show the other night. Beforehand, just back from a pub. God, the energy. There wasn't a single person in there who wasn't transfixed. Wonderful.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
so good. Hello? Anyone? Now, if I was a light switch, I would be...
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using the Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your Optic from Bloom's central command center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse. They didn't understand anything, and Bagley pretty much gets everything right first time. Do you have any idea why Bagley really beat all the competition?
Well, it's really the data, isn't it? Ever since Broker hooked up with Bloom, that's when things changed.
And really, that's not actually that great. Bloom has data on everybody. They collect information about everything you're doing across the web through your Optic headset. Isn't the AI only good because of Bloom surveillance?
Well, I suppose so, but I'd prefer not to talk about that side of things. Bagley is so special because it's been trained on this huge cache of information. That's how these AI systems work. Or at least used to work. I mean, we don't really know that much about the latest version because there's so much secrecy around the tech. But they're given this huge amount of training data. It's basically a huge database that's used to teach the AI about patterns in behavior. You know, so if you always travel the same way to your house, it can predict when you're going to go and get a self-driving car ready for you before you even ask for it.
That's pretty terrifying. In some ways, I don't want this data to drive my life. It understands too much at times. Have you heard some of the rumors around the hacked version of Bagley?
I've heard mutterings, yes.
I've heard it's been used by DedSec.
I wouldn't put it past them. It's pretty well known that they're not fans of Bloom. But the idea of a souped-up version of Bagley, given it's already so intelligent, is a bit terrifying.
I wonder what they could actually make it do.
The Buccaneer, this is the Bug. Hello, Resistors, it's Bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the Bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends and mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also boasted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been extended so many times, it's like the neck of a politician that's criticised the government.
I'm not sure entirely how those contract extension negotiations went, probably like a footballer. In the old days, I assume Albion's agent was leaking stories to the press about how our favourite private militia was being tapped up by Barcelona or Bayern Munich. The government panics and thinks, well, we better get them signed up before it's too late. But still, violent crime, a record low, although I imagine that probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crime committed by the state, either themselves or via Albion, their chosen violent crime contractors who provide such a very valuable bargain service of beating people up, well, it's probably not quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think they're probably right. Who has the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway? The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported for looking vulgar.
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Skye Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her. And we only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before Bagley.
And I think that what Skye Larson's done with Bagley is absolutely incredible. Bagley is the most advanced, significant AI of our time, and it's really blown all the other AIs that were created out of the water.
Yeah, I mean,
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds the big...
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Oh, relax. Sabine let me in.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does a...
Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and... Oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London? Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
Hey, Bagley. If DedSec didn't set off those bombs, who did?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton... Well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley, God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
That's terrible. How did you get out of there?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition here would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
Yeah, so DedSec's reputation isn't very good right now. Don't get me wrong, I like to take chances, but this is really risky.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals.
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
I'll be right down. Could use the warm-up.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. Just like that. You'll want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. You're getting it. Couldn't have done that better myself. Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Yes! Nice one! That's it!
There's only one more skill you need to master. Socialization. The rest of your team has arrived. Why not go and have a chat?
Welcome to DedSec.
Oh, yes. I'm ready, willing, and able to serve.
Hi.
I still can't believe we're DedSec. Shouldn't we have a mentor or something? One that's not a computer?
Too late. I bet learning as we go will be way more fun.
Now that you're all as thick as cyber thieves, Sabine would like to talk to you.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
That, but also, I want to stop the greedy dickheads exploiting London.
Albion PMCs have occupied this city. Anyone they don't like gets locked up and beaten.
Lest we forget Clan Kelly either. Their little fiefdom gets larger and more dangerous by the day.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
First order of business. The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR Reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
Yeah, no, I told him that. Yeah. Oh my god, I know. No, so you just... Yeah, so that's exactly what I said. You just gotta call him, and...
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
I've located an interesting potential recruit for you. They claim to have recently escaped from, and I'm paraphrasing here, an evil lab. I can't verify that, of course, but their abilities are real enough.
My kind of girl. We should recruit her.
I had the same thought. Wherever they came from, they'll be a valuable asset to the Resistance. I'll set up a meeting for you.
Is our outfit some sort of performance art?
Best fish and chips, barb and so on and so forth. Now the plebs just spout out the worst stuff.
Why does this always bloody happen? Calm.
Care for a game of darts?
Sure, let's go. Beautiful thing.
This is happening. Come on. You got to be jumped. I refuse to put up with this. Good to see you.
Oh, no. I'm afraid nothing about this is working.
Business at just the right time. Hey, why is this happening to me right now? They spit in the face of all the cabbies. Learn in London like a back
No need for that.
Oh, cabbies know all the nooks and crannies, the shortcuts. What times to avoid eye old It's all about the feel of the city, not some calculator crunching numbers.
I get to leave it. Bastards get paid leave, and I get stuck in sensitive and will call the authorities. Bollocks. I just can't handle it right now. It's unacceptable. I love it. Thank you. But when you've only got a bag, choose just a line. I refuse to put up with this.
Interesting. I didn't know you could get a haircut with a coupon.
Come on.
Either he's the most antisocial businessman in London, or he's a fucking hitman.
I reckon.
Give me some space, yeah? Used to be the people. I don't like the look of it. Forget it. I'll go.
Whoa, what you said?
Oh, yeah! I know who you are.
They'll never know what hit them. Yeah. Well, fuck with me, huh? We'll see. Free country, yeah. Look where that's got us.
You're just being stupid now.
They'll never know what hit them. Yeah.
Calm yourself, will
fuck
ya?
with me, huh? We'll see.
Bloody piece of junk.
Albion personnel are equipped
What do you
to
think
resolve
you're going to
any
accomplish?
situation. All citizens
Bloody
are required to report any unlawful behaviour with Albion personnel.
You're fun.
Right.
It's unacceptable.
London is under a state of emergency. Non-essential travel is discouraged.
Why does this always bloody happen?
Stop this right now.
Ah, I can't fucking wait.
Carry your identification cards at all times. It is your duty to maintain...
Please tell me you're from DedSec. If you don't tell me you're from DedSec, I think I might actually be crazy.
I'm with DedSec.
Oh, thank God. Well, I barely got out of that horrible place, and then I got contacted by a Bagley. But it was being really rude, and yeah, it just didn't seem real. But it is real, isn't it?
Hold up. Just calm down and tell me what's wrong. We can help.
Well, I don't know, like, everything's fuzzy. Like, I just need a while to get my head right. The rude Bagley said you had a safe house I could use. I'll help you out in the meantime.
Welcome to DedSec.
Albion personnel are here to serve the community. Obey them.
Stop this right now. What do you think you're going to accomplish?
Thank you, I suppose.
Fine.
The more we are, the better we are. Welcome to DedSec.
I must say, I'm rather looking forward to the experience. Let's go hunt some baddies.
Wicked.
Auto drive now enabled.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
Received. Moving to intercept.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source.
Control, we're heading back.
Auto drive now
And
enabled.
this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. What?
Control, we've received the call, over.
Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
Target just went through a checkpoint. Over.
Target sighted.
Control, we're pursuing the suspect.
Negative. No sign of the target yet.
Terminating the search. Control, put out an APW.
All right, I'm here.
In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay, and I can scrape all the metadata for this area.
Right. Creep.
teammate to sort out new accommodations in an Albion holding cell. Have London rents really gotten that bad?
All right, no problem. I've got this.
If you're feeling out of your depth or like you could use a breather, you can always call on your new teammates to step in. It's your call.
That's the advantage of working together instead of alone.
I heard something over there.
That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Cool. It's like watching people from another dimension.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit, for some reason I can't clone it to our servers. Alright, access the network here and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one.
this?
Located the CTOS hub. Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarpa, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
All right, Bags, hit me. How do I get you this AR reconstruction stuff?
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I can recalibrate it to the DedSet network and clone my own version.
Right, cool, no problem. Just one question. How do I get on the roof?
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
Bags, help me out here, yeah? What kind of heavy lifter am I looking for?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Obviously.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates. Your somewhat reckless teammate has got themselves thrown in the old clink, I'm afraid. Difficult to resist oppression from behind bars. It will be a while before they're available. Pro tip, however, why not recruit a barrister to the team? I mean, no one exactly likes a barrister, but they do have their function. They should be able to shorten the jail time of imprisoned operatives.
They look promising.
Oh, a construction worker would be nice. They have, like, tools and, I don't know, other cool things.
Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks sufficient too. Occupation? Check. Drone? Check. This could be the one.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks sufficient too. Occupation? Check. Drone? Check. This could be the one.
They look promising.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
You look like someone who's ready to fight the power.
Are you with DedSec? If you are, I could use your help.
We're ready for anything. What have you got?
I needed money for a medical bill, so I borrowed money from the Kellys. I've been trying to work off the debt, but they keep adding to it, saying I owe them more. If you can settle the score with them, I'd appreciate it.
Got it. Leave it to us.
Hank Kelly will bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something. This particular construction site is a money laundering front for a Kelly chapter out of Camden Market. Any record of the debt would be stored there.
Noted.
Yes, they said it was straight bookie fun.
How have you been? Stay back. That thing gone mad.
Interesting. They've got the best goods on the market, and it's all bullshit.
Yes.
Control to all units. Possible hostiles near your location.
I'm in pursuit of the target.
All units force this suspect to stop.
It's not my preferred usage of the term meat market.
Yep.
Control, we have a visual on the suspect. Negative. No sign of suspect. Over.
Returning to HQ. Search terminated.
Through there! Lock down Spider!
Go! Get that white!
All clear here. All good here, but I'll keep searching.
I've got nothing. I'll try over there. Nothing much here.
Wait. Oh my God!
Sensible. Eyes open.
Someone down here.
This fucking could be anywhere.
Yeah, moving on. Hey! We need to find that fucker.
We've got a body here!
I'm gonna get you, asshole.
Whoa! Someone's hurt!
So far.
We've got to track them down!
Yeah, no one here, but I'll keep looking.
Alright, let's look around then. Fan out and find this
Gonna check over there.
Someone secure that spider!
They're gone.
How?
Has to be here somewhere.
To look around. No one here.
Find them.
Tear the place apart if you have to.
Huh? No one.
I'll look this way.
They just up and vanished.
Spider bot, time for lockdown.
Hacker's driving that spider. Find the fucker.
On hard forever. I don't see shit. There's nothing here.
Gunshots!
Time to pick up where your teammate left off. I'm sure they'll thank you once they stop eating through a tube.
You know, if they're feeling that desperate for attention, there's more positive ways to go about it.
Wait, think you're tough, do you?
Back off!
Keeps London safe.
No one here. I'll check another area. We'll find you. It's just a matter of time.
Find that fucker!
Gotta be thorough, yeah? I'll have an area clear. Moving on. Combing the area, but there's nothing suspicious here. We had it for long, you know.
in.
Listen. Hey, you! I'm gonna check this out. There, right there. Lost sight of him.
Are you just going to fucking stand there? Move!
But I'll keep searching.
Nothing to see here. What's next?
I think they fucked off. Over here so far.
Nah, no point looking. No one's here.
Seems your mate took quite a bashing and has wound up in hospital. They won't be available for some time. If you're feeling clever, you might consider recruiting a paramedic to the team. It's a brilliant way to shorten that hospital stay and get your teammate back online.
Should avoid non-essential travel when possible.
Looks like these Kelly vermin have built themselves a nice little nest. Quite the operation.
You're looking for a terminal or some kind of device that Clan Kelly would have stored the debt records on. Don't have the right tool for the job? You can exchange your gadget for a different one that's better suited to the situation.
I know, but... Why? Sure thing, okay. I guess. What I mean... No, you sure? All right, I hear you.
bugger's wires have gone wonky.
Who's driving that thing? Look at that balmy fuck. Christ! Drone's going mad!
Safety is Albion's priority. All criminal offenders will be arrested. Facial recognition in progress.
While the drones observing your every move might make you feel like you're living in a city-shaped prison, what's bad news for society is good news for DedSec. You can hack those nosy little buggers and use them to scout ahead.
Albion keeps London streets safe.
Moving on. Drone, look around the area.
This shit is not worth my time.
What was it?
Facial recognition software.
a hit!
Neutralizing hostile target.
They're not here. This cause is relentless!
Right. Your teammate won't be completing their operation so much as they'll be needing one.
Bastards. Bagley, make a note of the little shit responsible. For later.